Hey everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So today we have a 02 drawing. Landscape page. Use a pencil, hit pause if I go too fast. It's kind of a tricky pose she's in. Dynamic kind of pose. We have a tilted head and it's a little bit 3/4. So take your time, use your pencil definitely for this. We're going to start with the eyes. So I've moved, her head isn't bang in the middle, it's a little bit over to the left hand side because she has lots of long hair coming out here and her hand kind of extended, sort of like she's looking to, I don't know, take your hand or something. So we're going to start with her eye just up here. So like the middle line of my page up this way, right? That's probably where the back of her eye would be. So just to the left of that line is where I'm starting. So we're just going to curve it across, curve a line across like so. Okay, comes out to a bit of a spike just there at the end and then back up. And you just thicken this up. So you add some like little lines just there on the end. And then we'll bring it back to here. And these can be sort of bumpy, eyelashy if you wanted. But real big eyelashes, okay? That's the main thing. Like so. So a big curved line like that. And then it comes down the back. Like so. And then comes across. Like there. And then she has those triangular like eyelashes along the bottom here. So her eye then, so we got like a curved line iris just there and a curved line just here. And then her pupil, kind of a longish sort of pupil, not like a perfect circle, just like a black line just there, or like a long circle, and then lines just around the edge like that. So she has that red section, you know, along her eye, but it's not drawn in. So I might just put that in at the end because there's no black line on it, okay? So I'll just leave that till the end and then I'll color it in. So her other eye, right? So we're diagonal, right? So the other eye is like down here. This is where it starts, right? So just here. And we're a bit closer than eye distance in, right? So because it's 3/4 pose, the gap between her eyes is about 3/4 of her eye, right? Or 2/3. It's just the distance between this eye and this eye is about, say, from this part of her eyelash to this side of her iris. 3/4 of her eye should fit in this gap. So that's your proportion that you're going for, okay? And then we're just going to curve this line up like so. And then bring it back down. And color it in. And you can add some spiky eyelashes there if you wanted. Like so. And then, so we're diagonal, trying to keep that tilt in her head. So this line curves there. And then we go back across the other side, just there. And then we add those eyelashes, those triangles. And you notice this eye is a little bit smaller than this one, because this one is tilted and turned away from us. So then her iris inside, curved line again. Curved line here. Pupil, long sort of circle inside. And then some lines inside the iris, like that. Might have like an eyelid line or two, just it's between her hair and stuff, so can't really see much in the way of eyelid, but there we go. Right, so just in between her eyes we have a line for her nose. So it just curves out like that. And then the bottom will just curve down like that. So you leave just a little bit of gap in between there. She's smiling, and we're diagonal again. So we're just going to start underneath her eye just here, right? So we're going to go like that kind of thing. So like her mouth is closed at first. But then we'll open it up. Curves around up to there. And then we'll add some teeth just in this side. Like that. And then maybe a line for her bottom lip. Just like so. Okay, so the shape of her face. So when you're 3/4 pose, we have the chin just down here, right? And you can check proportions and stuff. So the nose is about halfway between the eyes and the chin, right? So from the top of her eye to her nose, here to here, is about the same as nose to chin. Okay? If you were looking at it straight. So chin to the bottom of her nose is the same as bottom of her nose to the top eyelashes. Okay? Approximately. And then this line, bottom lip line, is halfway between the chin and the nose. Okay, where her bottom lip is, here to here, is about the same as here to here. Just approximately, it doesn't have to be exact. So once you get that, stick in the chin, and in a 3/4 pose we have one jaw and then one cheek. Okay, so this jaw goes this way. Right, and when you get to about here, you change direction. Like so. Okay, so that's one jaw. And then what I mean by cheek, so we go up like so. And then we curve around her face. Up the side of her head. Like that. So her cheek, down to her chin, and up to her jaw. Okay? Like so. So then on this side, she has a big long piece of hair that comes down her face and over her. So we have a bit of her ear here, right? And then this big piece of hair is going to come down like so. Right, real long. And the other side of it, just here. It comes down to like lots of strands of hair and stuff down here, but we'll do that in a minute. The other side of her ear, just there, and some bones and ligaments inside. Like that. A line here. So, fringe. Okay, so fringe. So we have, it's like flowing back this way, right? So just lots of sort of hairlines that way, another line here. This line goes up a bit further. And there. So lots of these sort of lines. Okay, so this one's like a little bit over her eye. There. It's over her eye, that's that side. And a bit here. Just gonna rub out this eyelid line. And next spike comes down like so. Here, there. Like fix that. So a bit tricky, this sort of fringe style, but we'll get there. Goes up to there, goes back down across her face, back up. This one goes pretty high up, like so. That one goes fairly high as well. This one. Another one here. Okay, so another one here. There. Goes up. Around like so. And then comes down the side of her head into here, and like another spike, and then a piece of fringe comes down beside her ear, just there. And then her ear is like just in here. And maybe like bones and ligaments and stuff just inside. So eyebrows, we can see an eyebrow just in here. Like so, and it gets thinner as it goes back towards the other side. Just there. And the other eyebrow we can just see in the gap. Whatever you can see of it. So it goes in there, and maybe we can see a little bit on this side and out to there. Okay, so she has that, like those horns that are sticking over her head. So kind of just comes, let's see, so we've like a spike here and then goes up. Around like that. And then we have another spike here. And then this comes down into there. It's like a headband, so it goes into her hair basically. Like there. And the other side here. Like so. And then those two horns. So gap there, horn sticking up. That, give it an edge line. This one sticks off the other way, like so, and then the rest of her headband comes out around. Like that. And there's like an orange thing here and something else here. So if you're looking for distance, how high up you put the headband, from the eyes to the chin is about the same as eyes to the headband. Like the eyelashes, top eyelash. Eyelash to headband, same as eyelash to chin. Okay, it's about the same distance. So then the rest of her hair and her head. So we've more hair coming down the side here. Real long. So this is really long, so it goes by her body, but we'll do all that first. Piece of hair then comes down this way. Another sort of line just here, and then her head. So curve for her head, up like so. Curving up and around those two horns, like that. And we're going out pretty far now, so we're out this side, and her hair gets long then. So like that, and she might have some hairlines sticking off like so. And then this is going to come down. This is going to go real far, right off my page actually. Boom. So that's how long her hair is, okay? So I might as well finish the hair on this side. So this piece of hair down there, like so. And then maybe like another strand coming down there. Another line into there. And then some more that come down on her body just here, so. Real long strand of hair here. Curving and join it up, down, there. So it's like real long hair. Couple of finer strands sticking off here and there, like behind her neck and stuff. But I'll add them at the end. Okay, so her neck. So that's her head. Yeah, so her neck. Right, so her neck. Diagonal again. Like so. And then the collar of her uniform comes across underneath her chin, down the front, same on the other side, there. And this comes down, curves out that way. Back of her collar, just there, and you could add like an extra line just going around just to give it some depth. Just there. And then she's got like shoulder pads or something on, so they curve, go down that way, kind of thing. And then the shoulder goes off underneath that hair, goes out the other side, back in. So this is actually her shoulder, okay? So then like the front of her chest, so it's like a curved line comes out, back down, right? So that's like the front of her body. That's like her shoulder and her chest just there, right? So this comes up like so. And then we have that tie. So it's like a golden tie that goes back up to here. And so we're diagonal, so it's not straight now. It goes up to here. Back in, down to there. So her body, the line for her body is going that way, so it's a diagonal sort of shape. And then, so the rest of that shoulder pad just here. Goes down into her chest. The other side of it, down like so. And another line, say here. And there's like some details just on it here like this. And a couple of lines inside here as well. Collarbone. Other side of collarbone. And some folds on her clothing. That's her hair. Okay, so her other shoulder is just say here. That's like that side of it. So that means that shoulder pad then goes up this way, like that. And then her shoulder goes around like this. Curves down towards her arm. So, and then the side of her body comes down like so. And then we'll finish some of the details inside here. So she has like a golden piece of thread that hangs down. So it comes from like a clasp or something up here. Just there. And this joins her arm. And then this golden piece of string curves this way. I think it comes back in and goes under her arm, but we'll do the arm first. That's the other side of it. Fold line, just there. And then the other side of her shoulder pad, just there. And this has some extra lines in it here as well. Like that. And then like the seam of her uniform sort of travels down her body just underneath her hair. So it's like, there's a couple of lines. So like here, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So this goes up here, curves around her chest and goes back. So say this outside line will go up, curve this way, go up to there, and back into there. It's kind of like just following the shape. And then again, sort of a white section goes down that way. Like so. And then the top of the red just there. And then she's got like a fold line like so. And then buttons. Button there. Button in behind her hair. And maybe a button here. Maybe top of a button there somewhere. Okay, so her hand is like extended, so it's a pretty tricky hand pose to do, right? So just down here, right, beside where her armpit meets her arm, we have the start of her knuckles, right? So curved line like that. So hit your pause button here because hands are tricky. And then we have one knuckle. Second knuckle. A fourth. Sorry, a third. What an idiot. Man, you must be tired. Okay, so curve line here. 1, 2, 3 knuckles. Okay. We can't see her index finger knuckle because this finger is pointing out. Okay. So we're going to draw that finger in. So out like so. And this hand is like pretty big. Like it's bigger than you think. It's about the size of her, from her chin to her eyes. Okay? From the knuckles to the thumb. Nearly the size of her face, okay? So it's big. So this finger curves down around. Back up like here. And then a fingernail, okay? So it's a tricky hand position. So I know it kind of probably doesn't make a lot of sense right now. But when we add these fingers, it will. So her little finger sticking up here. So we go up and around here, down in, so there, kind of bends in, and then and bends back around and into there. Okay, and then you add a fingernail in there. Next finger then curves down around, just there, curves around the other side, curves back out down to there, and then we add a fingernail. Like that. So hopefully it's making a bit more sense now, maybe. And then the next finger is like stumpy as well, because it's like it's pointing towards us, so kind of curves up around there, curves down into there, and then the top of the fingernail you can just see there, down this side and here. So this is what's called foreshortening. Okay, so it's when something is shortened because it's in the foreground. Foreshortening, so it's close to our line of sight, it's close to our face or our eyes or something, and it just makes it look a bit stumpy. That's all. So then the other side of our hand, right? So we've a fold of skin just here, and then this bumps around, goes behind this finger, comes out the other side, bumps up, down towards her thumb, which sticks out here, curves around that way, up to there, bumps underneath, and then joins to the finger. And then we have some like palms of her hand sort of lines just here, like so, and her thumbnail just sticks up. Pretty pointy, kind of sharp thumbnail. Like that. Okay, so pause that there and see if you're off or accurate or not. Hands are very tricky, especially hand poses like that, so don't beat yourself up too much about if this is really difficult or... Okay, so rest of her arm there, a couple of four lines and golden parts just there, and then a fold line going in that way, another one here, here, and then her sleeve just here comes around her hand, underneath, up around, up to there. And then the inside of that, her sleeve, you can just see down into her sleeve, and you can see some of her wrist just there. And then full line on that. And then another piece of clothing underneath up to there. And a full line like so. And so this golden piece of thread or whatever it is comes up underneath her arm, comes out at her thumb, goes back around her shoulder, and I guess it goes in the other side and comes out here as well. Like that. So now we just have to add some more hair details. So that kind of thing, and some lines just here. And another long piece, long strands of hair here, lots of them, and there's more inside here. So coming down by her thumb, like that, and there, Because if you have more room, you can keep going with this. You don't have to stop wherever I stop. You know, it's your drawing, do what you want. Add what you want, color however you want. It's totally up to you. You know, you should always make sure your art is something that you're happy with. Just because I say to do something some way doesn't mean you should. You can use these tutorials whatever way you wish. Don't sweat it. Just as practice, bit of fun. Something more serious, maybe you're really trying to get it spot on and accurate. Fair play to you. And she has another patch of brown or something just on her uniform just there. Okay, I think I'll leave it there though. Yeah, is that enough? Yeah, I think that's everything. How to draw 02. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope it was helpful. I'll see you in the next video.